Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend if you do enjoy it. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers, and every subscription helps us out. Thank you very much. Today, we're talking about Mr. Vin Diesel. This article comes from WOR, and it is quite comical. Vin Diesel isn't happy. Universal and Comcast, per Vin Diesel, want 2 more Fast and Furious movies. Vin Diesel seems to be having a rough Thanksgiving. The actor took to Instagram to let us know that his holiday wasn't filled with Coronas and backyard barbecue, and that he's instead pondering the fate of his Fast and Furious franchise. On Thursday morning, Diesel gave an update on Fast and Furious X Part 2. There's been very little news about the status of the sequel since Fast X opened in theaters in May 2023 and ended on a cliffhanger. It didn't help that co-star Tyrese Gibson recently pondered whether the film would ever get made. Suffice to say, Diesel's Instagram did not have any positive holiday vibes. He seems to be in over his head and wondering what the F is going on. This is a quote: "I got Universal in one ear saying we need Fast X 2 by March 2026. I have Comcast in the other ear saying we need 2 movies to be the finale. And then the writer on Fast 5 sent me this image and said we need to see Dom and Hobbs resolve their differences. I just want to get back to real street racing, practical stunts, and a reunion of that beautiful brotherhood. Happy Thanksgiving." Did he purposely misspell Comcast? LOL. Earlier in the year, Diesel had confirmed via his Instagram that the next one would be the final Fast and Furious movie. Diesel was calling it the grand finale. Now he's saying that Universal wants at least 2 more installments released. Back in May, Fast X director Louis Leterrier confirmed a 2026 release for the next film and that they would start production in early 2025. This is a quote: "It's filming early next year and it's coming out in 2026. which will be exactly to the day 25 years since the first one came out," end quote. Have plans changed, delays, rewrites? Surely a good sign that they have a movie due for a release 16 months from now, and they can't decide whether they're wrapping things up with this one or making 3 more movies. There have been multiple attempts at cracking the script for the next film, with at least 3 writers having already been hired. The original April 4th, 2025 release date was also pushed back, and now apparently it's March 2026. If you remember, Jeff Snyder, via his newsletter, was saying that Universal would be going back to the basics with Fast X Part 2. Snyder indicated the studio was aiming to go lean and mean with this 11th film in the series in an attempt to cut spending that saw the production of Fast X inflate to a ridiculously overindulgent $340 million budget. That's not including marketing, folks. Fast 10 pulled in $714.5 million worldwide. The previous 2 had earned over $1 billion at the box office each. Diesel recently wrapped production on Riddick Furya. Well, that's pretty cool. That's a cool little tidbit there. That's an exclusive right there. So we are getting a sequel to the 3rd Riddick film. I'm glad we're actually getting that. I'm a fan of those films. Vin Diesel is getting a little older. It's going to be interesting to see what direction they go in with that film. Obviously, it's called Furya. That is where Riddick is from. So that's going to be very interesting. I'm glad I stumbled upon that right now. So you've got it here first, guys. There is going to be a 4th Riddick film. Alrighty. Where he sets to reprise his titular role as a 28th century anti-hero. This will be the 4th Riddick movie following 2000's Pitch Black, 2004's The Chronicles of Riddick, and 2013's Riddick. That's the end of that article there, guys. Did you watch Fast 10? If you did watch it, what'd you think about it? I didn't watch Fast 10. I refuse to watch Fast 10. I've been done with Fast and Furious for a while now. It was once fun and entertaining, but it is one of those franchises that I think has run its course at this point, and you can see that from the box office of the last film. Now, while $700 million at the worldwide box office isn't bad, when you have a $350 million budget, that is not quite cutting it. So we will see what direction this new Fast and Furious film goes in, and if we're going to be getting more Fast and Furious films. I would not be surprised if they continue to make these films, as long as they're making some sort of money. With that being said, guys, like this video, share this video with a friend, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also, tell your friends to subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. Like I said, ring the bell for notifications so you can keep getting exclusive updates and news as you got here with potentially a new Fast and Furious and a 4th Riddick film. And as always, be safe. It's Neff signing off.